Hugh Jackman. That's the
All right, so we just came out of 2015's RoboCop remake. I mean, Chappie. The film itself as a whole, I guess I'll give a bio on the film. Well, there's a police program, artificial intelligence. What's the actor's name? Who was also in Slumdog Millionaire?
Dev Patel.
Dev Patel. Okay, so his character creates a concept of having artificial intelligence and putting it on one of the police robots. However, it gets hijacked by this gang, and overall, it's like a story about a robot learning artificial intelligence gangster hood style, and it's RoboCop. All right, so to make this review short, it was actually a lot of... You know what? I'm surprised Keels couldn't join us today, neither could Rashawn.
Keels would have liked it.
He probably would have, but because everybody was like, I don't really want to see Chappie. It's been the reviews itself. I'm going to be the first to say I thought it was pretty average. I thought it was good. I mean, it was surprisingly good. Dan, what's the name of the band itself?
Oh, Die Antwood.
Die Antwood? But
Die Antwood.
Die Antwood. All right, but what's the name of the girl?
It was in the movie. I forgot. Her name's in the movie. I know that was Ninja. I know him.
You got
I just
IMDb
forget about her.
for the girl. Yeah.
For the girl?
Yeah. Hugh Jackman's character was really unneeded, but
I
okay.
don't have pictures for them.
Okay, Yolanda. All right, so Ninja played Ninja, but Yolandi. So Yolandi, she was really good in the role. She was like mommy. I liked her role, and she was like, he was the mommy, and then Ninja was actually the dad itself. That was a twist. I thought that the maker was going to be the dad itself, but it was entertaining. Every bit where Chappie was learning, I enjoyed the film. The Hugh Jackman parts, not so.
It felt weird seeing him seeing him play a bad role, not an evil, but a bad guy role.
Yeah, but it was
normally
just like...
see him as the Wolverine.
Exactly, that's what I
And
was
it's so
like.
weird seeing him get beat up like that.
Oh, he deserved it at the end.
Yeah, I agree, but it's so weird to see someone that you see in a hero movie.
But his bits were just like, it felt like it was a different
all out
film.
of
Yeah.
Stereotypical villain.
Yeah, it was just like...
Stereotypical.
But we have to mention the RoboCop references.
Ooh, don't forget about Sigourney Weaver being...
Sigourney Weaver just in there, just like I don't know what she was.
Yeah, she was like the boss, but she wasn't, because Hugh Jackman took over, and then she was like, take care of it, and then she ran away like, what? Where are you going? And then she was gone. Like, what was the point of you being in it?
Yeah, so I mean, it was just like there, and I was just like, oh... When she was there, it was just... It felt out of place, and I'm telling you, the bourbon that she was drinking is what she was like. She was like, I'm not doing... It's just Hugh Jackman's character. She was saying no, even during, like, this police heist when, like, 300 homicides are going on. She's still like, no. She gets one thing of bourbon, she's like, all right, fine, you know what? I'll do the plan.
Exactly.
The ending, all right, this is spoiler territory right here, this bit, so if you don't want to hear spoilers, please pause the video here and skip about a minute in. So, spoiler alert, so in the film itself, Yolandi, also known as Mommy by Chappie, does get shot. Actually, all the good people get shot. That's one thing that did piss me off. Like, and the dad Ninja. Ninja
was the only one.
He was an asshole, and I was just like, you live of all of them.
If you really think about the owner, the creator, was also a bad guy in a way, that he did not tell Chappie.
Yeah, your battery life. It's like you only have a week to live. I'm like, you weren't going to tell him that. And I was like, you can't get a new battery?
He's kind of a villain, really. He's, I think, the biggest villain, really. Hugh Jackman, I think, was a side villain. If you think
he was like
about
a villain on the side.
Yeah, if you think about it.
He was trying to help him.
But at the same time, not explaining Chappie, though, that he was going to die.
What he is.
Like, he didn't really... He said, oh, you don't know life and all that. Well, exactly.
He does. He learned.
Yeah, and like...
He adapted.
I thought that was stupid.
Thanks to Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, exactly. But I thought that was stupid throughout the film, that he was like, oh, he's too young. He won't understand anything. But don't you notice him creating paintings?
Yeah, the paintings.
So you don't think that a thing wouldn't learn about life after a while? Like,
well, the point is, like, everybody dies, and when they die, they become these literally, like, they have these programming chips where they become, it's like the Chappie mold itself, and they get upgraded in the very end. The mommy character does. I'm like, all right, that was pretty cool. And it was interesting. It was different. Yolandi, yeah.
She was probably my favorite character in this whole movie.
Chappie.
Yeah. Chappie, yeah, whoever.
Chappie was too.
It's the guy from District 9.
I have
Really?
to say
Yeah,
that,
that's the guy.
It was fantastic. Every bit of his role. It was
bad guy
believable.
in,
Believable performance.
He was the bad
Spoilers,
guy.
stop here.
He was the bad guy in Equilibrium or whatever.
Elysium.
Elysium. That's what.
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah, he
I
was.
can get out of this.
Yeah.
He was the bad guy in that one.
All right. So I'm going to give this overall with those films, I would say still check it out regardless of everybody's opinion. I'm giving Chappie a 2.5 out of 4.
I agree. I'll give it also a 2.5. I don't understand why people say this is not a good movie. I enjoyed it. It was a good ride. The movie also lets you get attached to Chappie in a human, emotional way.
Yeah.
Like that scene when those guys dumped him with those
that was so
hoodlums.
sad.
I felt so bad for him.
And he gets vandalized.
I grew attached to him.
He was like, "Why are you hurting me? Why are you hurting me?"
It was really like he was dealing with a child and everything.
Please.
I want to go home.
That just made me really
I just wanna
sad.
go home. Every single bit that Chappie says and does in the beginning and throughout the whole entire film, it's so believable that it's sad.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, oh, Chappie. The RoboCop references. All right, so me and
I had to say
Dan-
that big machine thing. That was from
Ed 209.
was that RoboCop or Terminator?
Ed 209.
At 209. We and Dan were literally back and forth just looking at each other like that's a RoboCop reference. Like the whole entire movie of Chappie is technically RoboCop.
Chappie's RoboCop.
Chappie's RoboCop, an artificial intelligence going into a robot body, happens in RoboCop.
He just reversed it.
Yeah, the whole giant thing at the beginning, I was just like, he was like, look, it says 15, so it's Ed 15. I'm like, that's Ed 209 who gets at the end and fights RoboCop.
Exactly.
Even the bit in RoboCop, in the original 87 film, where there's a police strike, that's the whole theme of the film.
Yeah.
There's a police strike.
And RoboCop's the only one that actually will
Can
keep-
stop it, yeah. And what
That's
happened
not
in the middle
correct.
of the movie, like when the computer chip, when the hard drives for all the police droids went down, crime happened in the city. That happened in the original RoboCop.
Exactly.
And even the gangsters, it was just like there's another like mob dealer who's like this big, he's just like Clarence Butch from RoboCop. I was just
Exactly.
like, this is actually better than the 2014 RoboCop remake. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh,
I
no,
enjoyed
it
it.
is, no doubt
Yeah,
about it.
Chappie is a better adaptation of RoboCop than RoboCop. So just for that, I might just give it another like star. No, it still says a 2.5, but still. Yeah. Any had a favorite scene or?
Favorite scene.
Yeah.
The beginning action scene was mine.
Oh, really? That was pretty good.
I thought it looked really good. That's where I'm actually like, okay, I actually think Neil
Blomkamp,
Neil
yeah.
Blomkamp.
For Alien.
I'm actually thinking that his designs are going to be really cool for Alien. I'm just worried though he's not a good storyteller.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I'm afraid. But I actually got to say, I still think District 9 is still his best one. I still
Really?
think that's my favorite of his 4 movies now.
Yeah. I mean, with me when it comes to District 9 when it came out, I thought it was good, but I thought it was overrated. That's just me. I mean, I'm gonna rewatch it again, but I've seen it like 3 times, and I'm just like, I still feel the same way. I just feel like it's overrated.
I don't blame you on that, but definitely this is an upscale to the his second movie.
Yeah. Definitely. So.
What's your rating for it?
Yeah. What are you gonna give this?
I was thinking of giving it a 3, but I'm like, I'd say 3 on the action. I thought the action deserved a 3. Story, it's definitely a 2.
Yeah.
And acting is a 2.5.
So average that out. So all right. So you're.
What are you giving it?
Okay, well, I can do it really quick. So you're giving the story a 3. You're
Yes.
giving the you're
The
giving action a 3. You're giving the story a 2.
2.
And then what else?
And the acting would be,
A 2 also, you said, or
it might be a 1.5.
a 1.5?
Only because everybody really, in my opinion, was not good acting at all.
Okay,
other
so
than maybe
2.5.
like,
You're giving it a 2.5 like everybody else.
Yeah, and then I could look at it also in the sense that I give it a high rental. I wouldn't say go waste your money. High rental.
Yeah, this is clearly like a film that I would pop in. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to buy the Blu-ray, but I mean, like, if that Blu-ray is discounted like $5, hey.
DVD
I mean-
commentary, you got me.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. I'd just do a podcast just on that. Like, all right, and and hands down to Yolandi. Like, yo, she was looking on point her butt was looking on point.
Okay,
the whole entire film.
I'm pretty sure she's a crack addict.
She
Sorry,
She did look like
but
one.
you guys know, even in hey, if somehow these people find this podcast,
Yeah, like
you do crack.
We'll sponsor for you still. Also, all right. So I guess that's all we have for Chappie.
Oh, and I gotta say, they did a good job without any product placement, except that really bad Sony one.
PS4.
Obviously.
I was just like, you're just trying to get out of that hole, aren't you, Sony?
Yep, and guess
Shoved it in
what?
there.
Guess what? Hey, everybody who likes PS4s, they go through a lot of crap when it comes to online. So, Sony.
Just like Chappie. That's why when he was hooking up the computer to Yolandi's brain, I was just like, oh, perfect Wi-Fi. That's
Exactly.
Okay. So until next time, this has been Jared Avery.
Cadillac.
Dan the Man.
All right, like it. Be sure to check out the Guys Night Facebook page. And remember, in the month of April, we will be reviewing all of the Marvel films. Check out that on the site exclusively at guysnight.com. Until next time, remember, we do what we do for the sake of the podcast. Until next time.
We're out.
Peace.
I am Chappie.